Hi, guys and girls. I hope you're all well and that you had a lovely weekend. I honestly tried doing a video yesterday, but it was stop and start twice. Eventually, I decided to give up and, in particular, to shelf the one until after the Jubilee celebrations. The issue I wanted to address in that particular video will still exist in a week's time, and I will still feel the same about it. So it can wait. So, we hear that Thomas Markle has been released from hospital after 5 days, and of course, the trolls are out in force again, saying it is fake or could not have been that serious. Well, folks, that is just nonsense. I spent only 1 day in hospital. Okay, in my case, I may have spent a little longer, but I released myself, as I knew instinctively that my personal physician would be better suited to treat me. So my daughter and a friend took me to see my doctor. He ordered all the tests, then prescribed what I needed, the medication and the therapy. My daughter asked my friend Katrien Opperman to come and help and take care of me while she was at work. Katrien did have a little nursing experience and some home-based caring background. Initially, they had to help me get in and out of the bath, help me walk. I also had to exercise daily, and of course, I needed her to answer my phone. I can't remember whether my speech came back first or the use of my left leg, but I think I got the use of my leg back first, as my daughter still had to translate for me for months after. Anyway, there was nothing a hospital could do for me that my doctor, my family, my friend, and therapist could not do. It took almost a year before balance and cognitive tests showed that I was well enough and stable enough to drive again. And that was basically the worst thing for me. I felt very isolated and I also felt cooped in, and it felt as if my freedoms were taken from me. But after a year, I went for the tests again and I was cleared to drive again. However, I still do not drive long distances alone or at all. Like with me, I'm sure Mr. Markle's family will see to it that he has someone helping him at home and that he attends his therapy sessions as he is supposed to. So, okay, and now we hear that Harry and Meghan will arrive in Britain on Wednesday. So I think it's logic, seeing that Meghan has not been to see her father up until now, that she won't be seeing him anytime soon either. I actually had a cackle when I read in the Mirror that she reached out to Mr. Markle's team. What team? Mr. Markle is not his daughter. He does not have a PR person, a publicist, a secretary, a housekeeper, a butler, and a whole security team. So what team did she reach out to? Did she call the hospital and were told that he had already been released because she called 5 days too late? Maybe she should have called 3 days before the event, as is her habit. Okay, and now we hear that Eugenie, Jack, and their family will vacate or has already vacated Frogmore Cottage for Harry and Meghan. Well, it all sounds a little dodgy to me. Eugenie and Jack stayed with Sarah and Andrew during COVID lockdown or during the most part of it, but apparently moved into Frogmore in November 2020. But now it appears as if Eugenie and Jack had again moved out ahead of the Jubilee. And it is said that Harry and Meghan had definitely renewed their lease on the property. Now, why the Sussexes could not stay with Eugenie and Jack for the week, I truly don't know. Harry stayed with him when he was back in Britain by himself. That is what families do. But I guess Meghan's hairstylist, the crying makeup artist, Marcus Anderson, her PA and PR all need somewhere to stay. And perhaps they are too cheap to book them into a hotel. It is, however, unclear whether Eugenie and Jack will move back in after the Jubilee, as the Daily Mail article states that they will be focusing on Portugal. The Portuguese Post reported that Eugenie and Jack are currently in Portugal, but to date, no one knows for sure why they are in Portugal or where they are staying, or even whether they will be back for the Jubilee celebrations. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. But in the meantime, it is becoming clearer and clearer that Harry and Meghan are adamant about keeping their royal connection. And talking about the royal connection, I see Madame Tussauds has moved Harry and Meghan from their celebrity positions back to stand along the royals again. Guys, I have a feeling we are the frogs being boiled slowly. You know the story. If a frog is put in boiling water, it will jump out. But if the frog is put in tepid water, which is then brought to boil slowly, it will not perceive the danger and will be cooked to death. This is, of course, a metaphor cautioning people to be aware of even gradual change, lest they suffer eventual undesirable consequences. Guys, and I have been predicting that Harry and Meghan will be slipped back in gradually, didn't I? And I have every reason now to believe that I'm right. And just like the mere fact that the Sussexes will be attending the Jubilee has taken all the excitement from the event for me, I can honestly tell you that the day Harry and Meghan step back in and start undertaking royal duties again, I will be done with the royals, all of them. The day that happens, I will vow to never set foot in Britain again, and I will do everything I can to prevent them from ever undertaking a royal tour to my country again. I cannot imagine that vile, fake woman ever undertaking royal duties with her insufferable smirk on her face again. Well, folks, that is me. I will find something else to talk about if that happens. And I can almost guarantee you that I will stand by that decision. I think it will be the biggest mistake the royal family can ever make. But we'll talk about that in another video. In the meantime, Meghan and Harry's PR are out in full force with fluff articles, among which one stating that the Queen has freed up her Jubilee schedule so that she can celebrate Lilibet's first birthday in person next weekend. Yes, right. Just like the Queen invited Doria for Christmas a few years ago, and just like she baked Meghan a cake for her birthday in 2019. Yes, my dears, according to the Mirror, the Queen will miss the Derby in favour of seeing Lilibet. Well, it is expected that the Queen is or was expected to be greeted on the course with a special guard of honor, including up to 40 of the Queen's past and present jockeys. So, yes, guys, if the Queen is to miss this derby, it won't be because of her health at 96 or her mobility issues, but because of the wonderful, marvelous little miracle Lilibet, one of millions of babies born in the United States last year. Yes, my dears, the Queen will kick 40 jockeys who have served her over the years under the arse to watch Lily smash a cake. Come on, tell me another story on another day. This one sounds like a fairy tale cooked up by Miss Markle and her public relations. Okay, guys, that's it from me for now. I will be back tomorrow with some more gossip and royal issues. Until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.